Previously on Bell Collective.
What you got going on?
You know, just talking to Mel on the phone.
Hey, Mel. You looking beautiful today.
And I be telling everybody they beautiful.
Does that bother you?
All right, whatever.
The real question is, honey, are you ready to have kids?
Well, I do believe I want kids. Like, I don't know if I ever told you. Did I tell you I actually froze my egg?
No, you ain't tell me that.
So today's brunch is to just see who's interested in helping revitalize Ferris Street. We see the vision.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, and we want to be a part of it.
Yeah, you my girl.
I wanted to make sure that, like, nothing of his was still in here.
The divorce is final. We got it done. So it was really important for me to redecorate and rededicate this space.
It have not clicked in your mind how blessed you are to have a mother who goes over and beyond the call of duty for you. I had you at 18 years old.
This is it. Yeah, yeah. I am in the midst of greatness. Yes. I'm a modern masterpiece.
Hey, pretty mama.
Thank you so much.
Did you order mine?
No.
Did you want
Okay,
one?
I do.
I'll get it for
Hey,
you.
Latrice.
Hey, baby.
How you doing, girl? You too. I love your hat.
I'm meeting with Latrice to fill her in on the announcement that I made about Ferris Street. I need her to come on board. She's an entrepreneur. She's doing great things in the city. And I know that I'm going to need more than one investor on this Ferris Street project.
How you doing? I'm good, girl.
From eggs
so
that I
pretty,
am.
though. It's cute. It's flowing, girl.
Thank
It's
you.
flowing,
You know,
girl.
it's the goddess in me.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's the
Okay,
goddess
got
in
it.
me.
So what's up?
Girl, nothing. I miss you.
I know.
It's been a minute. How's the family?
Girl,
How's the
everybody is
hubby? How's the
good.
baby?
I just feel really good about everything that's happening in life right now. You know, just really turned from housewife to boss wife. You know what I'm saying?
All of it.
You know,
Love it.
so anyway, let me just go ahead and tell you because I want to update you and I don't want
Okay.
you to hear it in the streets.
Okay.
I'm working on a project and it's something that was inspired by my grandfather who I lost a couple months ago. I think I was telling you about that.
Okay, yeah, you did.
But I've been working on this for some time,
is it, girl?
now, and just so happened it's manifesting now. But this particular area that I'm talking about is Ferris Street.
Oh, Ferris Street. What are we gonna do on
So,
Ferris?
I like
love
how you said, what are we?
Look, what are we gonna do?
So I started researching. I've met with like the councilman. I've met with like the zoning department. I really want to come and be an asset in this district. And
Okay.
we have powerful entrepreneurs like yourself, people who really want to invest back into the community. So there is a location that I'm interested in. Purchasing is going to cost over $2 million to make it happen.
You know, I'm all for entrepreneurship, honey, and
girl,
helping the community.
Yeah, and
so.
helping the community. So my vision for this building, particular building, is a resource center. It'll be a brunch cafe. The entire building will be Wi-Fi free. Because I have been that girl connecting at a local restaurant to their Wi-Fi.
McDonald's.
Yeah,
You know
that's
McDonald's.
what I'm saying. I have
Girl,
been
I love
there.
McDonald's.
So to have
Thank you.
Thank you, Jesus, girl. I have struggled so hard to be where I am today. I come from a place of not being inspired, not seeing women open business, you know, robbing Peter to pay Paul to make stuff happen. But it was worth it.
I think that that's a wonderful idea.
Thank
you just
you.
let me know like how I can help.
Well,
and-
I appreciate it.
Yeah, like I'm here for that because I know when I was coming up in business, it was no one there to tell me like what to do. It was like trial and error. So it
Yeah.
was a lot of mistakes, a lot of money spent. I would literally go to people and they would shut me down or they didn't want to tell me, you know, what to do. So I was like, I'm not gonna be that person. So I don't care, like whoever it is, when you come to me, I'm giving you all my knowledge. Like, what do you want to know?
And we have been blessed with opportunities, and it's our obligation to pour back into our communities.
Girl, I'm just happy for you. Like,
Thank you.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, of course, you know, my girl Marie stood up and said she'll be an investor. You know, I feel like you and I are building our relationship. So it's kind of like there's like separation even when there shouldn't be separation.
Because she's so mean. Like, she's a mean person. I understand said that she wants us to put this behind us for the sake of Ferris Street Project, but I need for you to understand that your friend is the cause of me maybe not investing in your project. Like, why are you like this? Like,
But she's really not. I know Marie, and then over time with us, like, okay, Latrice isn't a mean girl, but
I'm not.
You know,
I'm the nicest person.
that's a lie. But anyway, you are the nicest when you sitting across from me.
Hey, Miss Vicky.
You look fantastic.
Thank you. You do too. It's always so good to see you. I've been dealing with fibroids since my 20s. Fibroids are non-cancerous tumors that I've learned a lot of women have. But because we don't talk about it, I didn't even know what a fibroid was until I had to have emergency surgery. So now that I'm 40, I am really thinking about family, children. I definitely have to be very proactive about what's going on with them. I have to stay on top of it.
Tambra, here's your favorite
Hey, how are you? Good to see you. To the COVID transfer, thanks. Good to see you. This is awesome.
Sitting here just thinking.
Okay, yes. So we can start wherever you want, wherever's good for you, but we've got the 6 eggs banked, and we're saying, okay, what's the right way to go from here? And there are all kinds of things we can do. And we're going to do some imaging in a second. We definitely want to understand where you are before doing too much.
Okay.
There may also be an opportunity here where we can actually do some just low-cost, low-tech inseminations. And rather than go through the IVF process and use the eggs you have and everything there, we can just do something a lot simpler and get you pregnant quickly.
I want to see what's going on. I do want to see what's going on.
Let's do it. Lead the way.
This definitely could be the first step to me becoming a mom. So I am nervous, a little anxious, excited, and I will still say concerned.
And we are gonna put your feet right here.
Yep, 1 foot in each stirrup, scooching all the way down to the end.
I guess I take my heels off, huh? Haven't had heels on here, Dr. Bear.
You know what? Whatever makes you feel more dressed, we'll work with it. Okay, so fibroids are definitely back. When we were scanning for things, we saw that you have 4 fibroids that have come back. And by the way, some people are fibroid formers. And so this is one that's more to the right. It's about this big for things. Remember, that's almost the size of the normal uterus. So that's just one of your fibroids is getting close to the size of the uterus. When you have them this big and taking over the uterus, first there may be more. The next thing is thinking about pregnancy. When they're this number, this size, you often see higher rates of miscarriage, you see higher rates of preterm labor, and you see difficulty for putting the embryos back and then things attaching. And certainly for how much effort you went into for preserving those eggs, I wouldn't want to waste them because this could have potentially an 80% reduction in bringing home a baby.
So basically, another surgery.
Yes. Again, it's not...
I wasn't prepared for this news. I know I'm on a time schedule, and right now, I know I have some things to do, and I feel like my body is not cooperating. I need time to actually process everything.
It's not the end of the world for things.
Okay.
And you have to heal for at least 3 months after the surgery before we could get you pregnant. The uterus has to come back together and heal before we would then end up doing anything for fertility.
I know that time is not on anyone's side, especially mine right now, because what the doctor is telling me, he wants to take fibroids out before we, decide to put in. So I have some really big decisions to make if I want to have surgery and have kids very soon.
coming up.
Calm
We
down,
do
baby.
this every single year.
Just calm
like
down.
you forget anniversaries,
Calm.
you don't give me anything. How dare you? What are you thinking? I'm just over it. Like I'm over it. And later,
I am having a rededication of my house. And so it's kind of a housewarming, but it's kind of not.
Who's invited, though?
Marie, long sentence to say she can't come.
Don't lie on me.
what did I lie
Don't come around
about?
you talk about other things. Never. You gonna be my wife, be my wife.
Didn't want me to have it, but I took it anyway. Get it anyway, I won't get it anyway. Every day I'm a slave, that's the way you play it, play.
Well, hey there.
Hey,
How y'all doing?
doing great. How are you?
You guys made it. How are you?
We did.
One of the pillars of what I want to do in Mississippi with my practice is to encourage, support, and promote the next generation of young Black doctors. I am so glad that I'm meeting with other Black doctors tonight that share my passion.
And she's like upset about the mask thing. Please don't. Hey, you made it. You made it. How are you? Oh my goodness. Hey guys, this is my friend. Hi, thank you.
I'm Kaylin. What's your name?
Preston.
Preston, okay?
Kaylin is a nurse practitioner, and so she's in this room because she needs to know what professionalism looks like and the things that we're passionate about without feeling attacked.
News for the table. I have opened up a dental practice.
Wow.
Yes. I have decided to call it Mint. And I like the idea that when I do smile designs or I move some teeth around, that you have been minted by me. I'm hoping to be able to bring on like new doctors, if that's a shadowing situation, if that is a partnership situation. I don't have to plan all of the future now. But one of the things I know that I'm certainly gonna do is pay for the DAT tests for every person interested in dental school at all 3 HBCUs.
The dental admissions test, the DAT, is a test that you need to take in order to get into dental school. And I'm gonna cover it for all Black students who want to apply to be a dentist in this state.
You want something to set up where everybody shares the responsibility, that we owe to the younger generation.
I was in middle school with her, and Dr. Marshall walked in for career day. That's when I first saw it. I never seen a Black doctor before, so guess what? I never thought I could do that.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So because I saw it, I reached out to him and I asked him different questions, and before you know it, I was interested.
Yeah.
We need more Black doctors because we make up a small minority, less than 5% for American dentists throughout. And so then it's not enough that they just want to be a doctor. We need to support them throughout the process.
When you don't know anybody that is a dentist, and you don't have anybody that you can ask questions, then how do they get exposed to what the world of dentistry is?
I want to let that next generation of doctors know that like we're here for them.
I actually mentored the 11th grade class at Port Gibson High.
Okay.
So
Nice. That's
3 of
amazing.
them I am mentoring.
That's
to try and
amazing.
get
You're
into
already
nursing.
doing the work.
Yeah.
What is that experience like for you? Do you feel like you're doing it all on your own? Because my hope is that we do it together.
A huge purpose of my practice is showing the Black community that representation matters. And now I'm in a room with a bunch of Black doctors who have a lot to give, a lot of information, a lot of wisdom. And so since we have the ability to do it, I feel as if we have the responsibility to do it.
I think this was so empowering. I thought I understood until I was finally in a situation where I had to hear my race get put down. And I said, this is what Antoinette's been talking about. You've been in so many rooms where you had to hold your tongue. And I will never, ever 100% understand your experience growing up, but I got a taste of it, and it gives me so much more empathy for you. And then we come to this dinner, and I'm all in. I'm ready to make a difference.
So I think that the brunch and this dinner tonight has given Kaylin a different perspective of the Black experience in several different fields, and I hope that she's able to take that and do something with it.
On Sunday, I am having a rededication of my house. And so it's kind of a housewarming, but it's kind of not.
Who's invited, though?
All right, so Marie, long sentence to say she can't come. And by proxy, I'm thinking I'm not gonna invite Letitia either. She seems so sweet, and I think that she's generally a sweet person. But I think when those two are together, like conflict happens. I don't want any bad juju in the house.
Okay.
We're gonna have so much fun. It's gonna be so good.
My tongue is turning blue from the drink we made for two. You said you think it's cute. Be sweet on me, I'm sweet on you. Be sweet on me, I'm sweet on you.
Today is our anniversary, and I'm super excited because normally we would just sit around and drink wine and not really do anything. But 5 years is a milestone. And he assured me that today is gonna be mine. So let's just see. I'm excited. Where are the flowers? Like anything. He has to have something. Okay. Don't get mad. Just breathe. Zaddy,
Yes.
can you come here for a minute?
Okay. Hey, baby, got your gift.
Okay, babe. You wanted to surprise me.
I know you love flowers.
Yes. You know I love roses. Like, I love a good flower. So excited. Like, I know you didn't get me some
You
flowers.
said lady love flowers, so I bought you flowers.
You forgot, and you decided to give me some flowers. How dare you? What are you thinking? Like, today is, out of all days, is not the day to play with me.
Calm down,
We do
baby.
this every single year.
Just calm
like,
down.
you forget anniversaries.
Calm.
You don't give me anything. I'm just over it. Like, I'm over it.
I'm gonna go change clothes. Give me 10 minutes and I'll be back.
Don't play with me. I'm your wife. You need to treat me accordingly, like the queen that I am.
Before you say the word, I got a surprise for you. Gonna be really nice for our anniversary. So, I got the blind for you. Come on.
Zaddy comes downstairs looking like this old Denzel mixed with a little Willie, you know, mixed with a little Obama-ish.
Come on.
So I'm back in the groove of this whole anniversary thing. I mean, where are we going with this? So I'm excited to see.
It's gonna be a very special day for you to feel night, beautiful.
I'm a little nervous.
When you used to be nervous, everything gonna be good.
Zaddy's been driving now for a couple of minutes. I mean, we have a lot of land, so I don't know where we are at this point.
Baby, step right here, step.
Step.
There you go. Come on there. I got this. What? Marriage should be trust. Come on, keep walking.
Like, I feel crazy. All right, go ahead.
Surprise.
Coming up.
You stay closed off.
I do stay
You
closed
don't want
off.
to talk. You think you be quiet, problem go away. You got to open up.
All right, go ahead.
Surprise.
Oh my God. Babe, oh my God. Oh, who did this? You didn't do
Baby,
it.
I paid somebody to do it to give you a special what you want.
This is absolutely everything that I wanted. I couldn't have imagined it any better. And for him to be so thoughtful, I mean, I love it.
I know what you like.
This better not be a joke. Like, this better not be a joke. Babe! I love it! Man, you got me a Rollie!
I bought my wife a Rolex so she know what time to be home on time. So when she look at that expensive Rolex, she can never be late again.
He didn't get me the Rolex to be on time. He got me the Rolex because he know I deserve it. I put my hard-earned sweat, tears, everything into this man, and I mean, I needed something. I deserve something. I don't know who convinced you to do this, but I absolutely love it.
You convinced me to do this. We done had bad times, we done had good times. For a 2-hour marriage, for the good times. Can I get
Yeah.
you?
And
For us.
I love the great times. I just want to thank you for being in my life. because, you know, all the things that I've been through, like with my family. Every man that has ever been involved with me, like they've been taken away from me in some form of fashion, whether it's death, it's jail, you know, it's abandonment. Like with my father, like I've never had a father to be there for me, like whether it be the drugs or him dying. And, you know, with my brother's issues, like, I just felt like I've never had a man in my life that's constantly there. I lost my father to drugs, and my father is deceased, and I lost 2 brothers, you know, one to violence, one to a car accident. I've lost another brother to the prison system. And it's days like this that makes me really happy because, you know, my husband has been the only one to stick by my side throughout it all and have never left me for any reason. You know, that's just something that I had to deal with as a child. And even you as my husband, like, I don't show you emotions a lot because I feel like you're gonna leave. That's the thing. I have an issue with abandonment. And with you asking me, like, you know, what woman should you get? Like, should I get this woman?
I ain't never said I'm gonna get a woman.
You have said that.
Okay.
You do bring up women.
If you gone out of my life, period, I will be happy with another woman.
I want this to work.
It's
and
working,
I
baby.
see it working. But I'm afraid that I may lose you at any given moment.
Only thing that could destroy this marriage between me and you is us. Ain't nobody can come between us. Basically, I cannot do anything nice for my wife. She gonna just say some words and destroy everything. Everything I put together for her. I said, my wife
I
got
don't
some.
ruin anything.
Baby.
If anything, I make everything better. So let's not go into that. I'm not an insecure woman, but it's just certain things
You
that
ain't,
a
but you
wife...
sounding like one.
No, I'm not sounding like an insecure
Oh, yes,
woman. It's
you
just
are.
certain things that a wife don't want to hear her husband say.
No, I'm not talking to her no more.
Okay, let's just... Okay.
I'm done.
All right, well, if you done, then...
Because you lying. I don't do lying ass.
What did I lie about?
Me talking about other women, all this bullshit.
Okay, let's just change this subject.
You riding or you walking? I'm finna go. I don't do bullshit.
I'm trying to open up to Zaddy because I don't want my husband to go anywhere. And, you know, he gives me signs here and there that makes me kind of question it. And, you know, I'm just trying to express that to him. Like, you're my king. I want you there with me. I don't want you to leave me. Like, you're all that I have.
Don't lie on me.
What did I lie
I don't come
about?
around you talk about other women. Never.
Okay.
So don't play me.
Oh, this supposed to be our whole anniversary.
If you're gonna be my wife, be my wife.
I am your wife. If you want to leave, just leave.
You goddamn right I'm gonna leave.
Stupid. Stupid ass. I literally just told you about my abandonment issues, and right now, I feel abandoned. I always thought I was this strong black woman, but what I come to realize is everything I relate back to my father. When they told me he had died, like, I didn't cry at all. It was just something deep down inside that wouldn't allow me to express those feelings for my dad, because to me, being vulnerable is a weakness, and I never want to be weak. Coming up,
What I want you to understand, in order to inherit anything that I have, you're gonna have to graduate with a degree, period.
It's just hard to be empowered at a brunch when volatile people are continuously invited. If you say the wrong thing to them, they take earrings off and shoes off.
As long as I've been hosting brunches, that's never happened.
All right, let's go and see what else we can get into. Today we are at Happy Land, and I am playing with Kai, and we are having a great time. We are waiting on Jerez and KP to stop by so we can spend family time together. I can't stop getting your sweet sugar. This is one of the steps that we must take in order to heal and mend our relationship.
Ray, what's up?
Where you
How
come
you
from?
doing? Hey,
You shocked me.
A busy day at work.
Where you come from?
A busy day at work.
Jay must called you.
Yeah.
I was totally caught off guard when Cedric walked in. I wasn't expecting him. Cedric and our relationship has been strained lately. We really hadn't been talking at all. He hadn't been coming home. We're in a strange place right now.
The makeup looks nice.
Thank you. Grab him. Hey, KP. Hey, Pumpkin. Mwah. Hey, Jay.
Hey, boy, how you doing?
Okay, well, let's play. Playtime, KP. Come on. Mwah. Yeah, put him in the box. Can Mimi play too? Can I play with one? They make me so happy, especially on a day like this where I'm not having a great day, you know, physically, you know, because of my lupus. I'm not feeling well. But just to be around them, it just, you know, it brings me so much joy. And I forget about I'm not feeling well. In 2016, my life changed drastically. I was diagnosed with lupus and bedridden for a year. It was very scary. I take over 12 pills a day in order to function. Today was a struggle.
Yeah.
But I'm here and they make me happy.
I know that's right.
Lupus is a disease that attacks your immune system. Some days I look fabulous, but on the inside, it's a battle, it's a struggle, a fight to live. Thank you for coming to the family session. That was huge.
What I can say I learned from it was, like, I don't communicate good. Like, even if it's something going on with me, something wrong, you know, I really don't talk about it.
Let it all stay in. And see, that's a buildup.
I feel like therapy has helped with me and my mom because just a month ago, we wasn't communicating at all. Now we're shooting texts here and there, might get a FaceTime call here and there, and it's major progress.
I just want you to be able to start navigating this world on your own and learning responsibility. What I want you to understand, if you decide to run any one of the 10 businesses I have, whichever one you want, it's fine. But know this, in order to inherit anything that I have, you're gonna have to graduate with a degree, period, okay? This is a multi-million-dollar empire that I have built. And you the head of the snake. You the leader of your siblings. I just need you to understand, if you don't take care of your business can't take care of you. I'm saying this to you because I know what I'm up against with my health. I don't know what the next second is going to bring me. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay? And I will continue to fight every day for you all. You know, I have 10 different businesses. I am opening a new mental health facility. I have an empire, and I need Jerez to get his life together because I'm not gonna always be here, and he needs to understand that. Oh, I love you.
All right, I love you. Let's go find these boys.
Okay, where are they?
Look out. Look out.
I bet you can't get me. Ooh, let's see.
Rowdy in the outie, why you looking pouty? It's supposed to be a party, getting loose and naughty.
Welcome to my party. I crafted this little idea of like a sage and champagne party, rededication / housewarming / introduction to my new space. How are you? For a lot of people that are coming today, this is the first time they're gonna see my house. So to protect my friends, I didn't invite Marie today. I also didn't invite Letitia because she seems to ignore all of the behavior that Marie does. And so we hadn't really forged that friendship very well yet.
Right now, I just have to take a mental break after this anniversary and how tragic it went. So we're at my girl Antoinette's house today, and we're saging her home. My girls are here, and I want to enjoy this day with them. And we're gonna sage out all of that juju from my girl's house today. So I know this has been a hard journey, and I just admire you for being the strong woman that you are. Okay, to Antoinette's rededication. Love you, baby. So, speaking of all love and everything, girl, I love everyone that's here today. I thought you were gonna invite Marie here today.
Marie's delusional. We should totally avoid her at like parties moving forward.
I know Latrice. I do know Marie. Her and Marie, they do not have to get along, but be respectful. Because I do think as Black women, we have to respect each other, even for other people outside to respect us. And I'm passionate about that. So I have not seen you since the brunch. What did you think about the Fair Street idea?
Oh my goodness, that's so powerful. Letitia wants us to revitalize like Ferris Street because it was a formerly African-American area. I think it's incredible. Like, it's a big vision. It's a big deal.
It's just hard to be empowered at a brunch when volatile people are continuously invited. And by people, I guess I mean person, that if you say the wrong thing to them, they take earrings off and shoes off. So it gives the whole brunch a negative connotation.
Yeah. Okay, so let me say this. As long as I've been hosting brunches for the 7 years, that's never happened. I have no problem whatsoever defending Letitia and her brunches because I have seen for myself what these brunches can do for people and women. I definitely believe that even if Latrice and Marie do not get along, we can still move forward.
We're done with Marie. We're done with her. We're done with her.
This is your day, Antoinette. This is your house, so I totally understand.
Whew. That is not why we're here.
Coming up, we're gonna give you all this excess energy in the bed, honey. Baby, you gonna go to bed and you gonna wake up and know you got a strong, black, big. We're gonna get you this big, strong, black man.
We're getting ready to sage.
The ritual of sage burning has its roots in Native American tradition. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but my roots are African and they are Native American.
Okay, now how do you sage? Do you light it with a torch? Like, I need to know what's going on.
Since the theme of today's rededication is sage and champagne, I have all this sage, and so I bring it out and I disperse it to each of them, and I want them to set their intentions for me, my space, my future, this house, and they're huge.
You have to do it in a circle of motion.
Girl, that's a big old mandingo sage.
They're really big. And so the lighter's not doing it.
It's a mandingo sage. Woo.
I hate you so much. We start lighting sage on the stove. I think the champagne has kicked in at this point. Seems like a good idea. Probably not a good idea.
I'll get the stove. Thank you, ma'am.
Why is it still ticking? I mean,
I need you to mind your business.
I got you, boo.
Honey, they were trying to light sage on the stove. By any means necessary. They were gonna get that sage lit, okay?
All right, ladies, have you set your intentions?
Absolutely.
For me?
Yep.
And for this space?
Yep.
For the future? Okay, let's get us some good energy in here, y'all. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yay.
All right,
Cheers.
let's go through the house. Cheers to the sage. Yes.
Pick me, God. Pick me.
Lord, I don't want to burn the house down. But I need to go in the bedroom. Most important of saging is, inviting spirits in. So I went directly to her room. I want to sage the bed and I want to sage her lingerie. We're gonna give you all this excess energy in the bed, honey.
The bedroom where you sleep, honey.
Baby, I need my girls to think about you 24/7. Baby, you gonna go to bed and you gonna wake up and know you got a strong, black, big, we gonna stage it up for you, baby.
We need to be all over this damn place.
Yes, girl. We're gonna get you this big, strong, black man. No carpet burn. No carpet burn, honey. See, baby, y'all don't have this good juju. Come on. Massive, girl.
Did you see Trace?
Sage in my bedroom and my lingerie and my underwear and she's nuts. I love that girl to death. She is crazy. Like, I'm just like, what are you doing?
I would have set that alarm out so much Sage going out.
And y'all about to burn down my house.
Tunez, can we go and open the door and let the spirits out? She said we can let the spirits out. Go and open the door. Spirits trying to be crafty. Don't buy into it. Come on now, get on. Hey, get a phone for it. The spirits being crafty. I got you.
Ooh, oh my goodness. Like smoke alarms are going off left and right.
I got you.
That's a stab. That's stab, you got it. I think we done a staging.
Okay, it's gonna go off in a minute.
At this point, I probably need to just bring out additional champagne and start taking Sage away from some of these girls.
I think we good, girl. Look.
Oh, that's so
Baby,
bad.
smoke out in here, honey.
The spirits are talking.
Good evening,
What's
sir.
going on here?
You got a special night. Follow the rose petals.
Okay.
Enjoy your night.
Tracy, what the hell going on here?
Hey, Sadie. I didn't mean for our anniversary night to end the way that it did. I ruined the entire moment that he created, and this is not something that he would normally do. So I just want to make up. So I know anniversary night didn't go the way that we planned, and I just felt like I ruined it, and you really put your heart and soul into it. And, you know, everything that we discussed got misconstrued. So I wrote a little note so that I won't get nothing out of whack. I just want you to hear what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
All right. I didn't intend for anniversary night to end the way it did. I was trying to tell you how much you meant to me and how important our marriage is to us. Sometimes it's hard for me to express how I feel into words. I'm sorry that something I said made you think that I think you're cheating. I know that's not true. So, I just want to say that I love you, and I truly apologize if I made you feel a certain type of way, because that was not my intention. Like, you are my husband. You are my all. So I did all of this because I wanted to do a redo of our anniversary night.
Okay, I appreciate it, but in the future, words hurt. It really hurt me when my wife sit there and said that I talk about other women from her, which I know is not true. So I got very upset that I thought I spent all this money, laid all this out, and did what I did for her, and she say something like that.
I just wanted you to hold me in that moment and be like, I'm here.
I didn't abandon you. I just went to the house.
And I understand that words do hurt, which is why this is my gesture to you. I have a whole day planned for you. I have my masseuse.
Well, you're my queen. Words can't express.
Zaddy comes from a two-parent household, and he doesn't quite get it sometimes about abandonment issues. So to get him to try to understand what I'm going through is kind of hard. So just kind of picking up from our anniversary, and what I was trying to convey to you was every guy that I've ever had in my life has been taken from me in some form or fashion. And I don't want that for us. But sometimes I need that reassurance because I do have an insecurity. Like, we never really have those intimate moments. And I want you to open up more to me. I want to be vulnerable to you.
I'm here. You just have to open up. You stay closed off.
I do stay
You
closed
don't want to
off.
talk. You think you be quiet, problems go away. You got to open up.
And that's what I'm trying to do. This is me making you feel like a king that you are, and showing you how much I love you and how sorry I am that I made you feel away.
Okay, your apology accepted. I got you.
You got me.
I always got you. I got no choice. I'm
This
married
was a
to you.
long time coming right here. You have a choice. You love me, though.
You know that. I wouldn't be here.
I love you, too. So, and I get my watch back. Too far? Okay. Oh, you know what? You knew I wanted my watch back. I cherished that Rolex. I had it on my nightstand when I woke up. It was gone. But after dinner, the massage, the saxophonist, and of course me, I mean, I got my Rollie back. But I knew I would. I just see us conquering the world. We've accomplished so much together, and I feel like we're just halfway there. You always have my back.
I got your back and your front. You just don't even know.
I know you do.
Can you blow that horn and play the music?
Next on Bell Collective.
I definitely want to apologize if it was anything that occurred at the brunch that offended you.
The bad news of your brunch kind of gave some folks a reservation and pause.
I got flowers.
Oh, wow.
And they're pink.
Keep a few tricks under my sleeve.
I had a doctor's appointment before actually even thinking about, I guess, getting pregnant. He wanted to do like another surgery.
Cedric doesn't come home. He doesn't call.
His phone probably somewhere where he's not. Like when he comes here, he leaves his phone in the truck.
It's so unfair.
We gotta stay out of people's situations.
It's not about staying out of something. It's about going hard for what you believe in.
This whole world peace pageant thing, it doesn't work in real life.
In this situation, this ain't got to do with us. Here,
You a black woman, right?
Are you black? Because you the one that has never experienced colorism